In today's episode of Fight News, we have updates from many upcoming super fights including Canelo Alvarez vs Terrence Crawford, Spence vs Fundora, Eubank vs Benn, Lopez vs Boots, Inoue vs Nakatani, and Benn vs Chocolatito, etc. So let's start the video from the 5 new fight announcements including Junto Nakatani's fight. I'm the Indian accent guy and you are on the Fight Book. Top Rank just announced that pound-for-pound star Junto Nakatani will return on Monday, February 24 at Ayake Arena in Tokyo, Japan, where he will make the third defense of his WBC bantamweight title against number 6 ranked Mexican David Cuellar, who will get his hands on the world title for the first time. The event will also feature WBA bantamweight title holder Seiya Tsutsumi making the first defense of his title against Diego Higa, and undefeated bantamweight contender Keyshawn faces the biggest test of his young career when he takes on former bantamweight champion Jason Moloney. Nakatani had previously said that he wants a unification bout, so this event could set up a unification fight if Nakatani and Tsutsumi both get wins. Moreover, Top Rank's ultimate plan is to put Nakatani in a super fight against Naoya Inoue either in the end of 2025 or in early 2026. Inoue's promoter has revealed that Inoue has 3 fights planned for 2025 and Nakatani is not one of them yet, but we all know
money talks, mate. Money talk.
360 Promotions have added a world title fight in their first event of 2025, headlined by IBF's number 2 ranked Omar Trinidad. They announced that Mizuki Hiruta will make the third title defense of her WBO super flyweight belt versus former champion and number 7 ranked Maribel Ramirez on Friday, January 17th at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles. Following week at the Commerce Casino, unranked middleweight prospect Eric Priest will headline Golden Boy's first 2025 show in a step-up fight versus Tyler Howard on January 23rd. Other than these official fight announcements, there are some more fights that are expected to be announced sooner than later. WBO lightweight champion Denise Berinchek and number 1 ranked Keyshawn Davis are finalizing a deal for a fight on February 14 at New York's Madison Square Garden. Fight will headline Top Rank's card on ESPN on a Valentine's Day Friday evening. After the news break, Berinchek trolls Davis wearing the USA Olympics jacket since Davis had failed to get gold in 2020 Olympics against Andy Cruz. Davis, on the other hand, manifests that he will become a world champion on February 14th. He also claims he used to beat newly crowned super lightweight champion Richardson Hitchens in the gym and will be willing to move up to 140 pounds to fight him for real if that is what the fans want. It is also rumored that WBO's number 1 contender Xander Zayas will be facing number 11 ranked Slava Spomer as the co-main event to Berinchek Davis in a 154-pound eliminator for Sebastian Fundora's WBO belt. The WBO, by the way, has confirmed it will not recognize Errol Spence Jr. as a title challenger, and the WBO super welterweight title will not be on the line if the Errol Spence Jr. versus the unified super welterweight champion Sebastian Fundora does get made. For those wondering why Spence hasn't fought at 154 pounds, hereby is unranked in that division, last fought over a year ago and is coming off a loss. However, Fundora's WBC belt will still be on the line. Jermel Charlo, who was named champion in recess for both the WBC and WBA super welterweight titles, just posted on his IG that recess is over, hinting at a ring return soon. After failed negotiations between Top Rank and Matchroom to make a super fight between Jarron Boots Ennis vs Teofimo Lopez, Top Rank is now finalizing a deal for IBF super lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez to defend his belt against former champion Sabriel Matias on March 15 as ESPN Plus pay-per-view headliner with location yet to be determined. IBF welterweight champion Jarron Ennis, on the other hand, is now in negotiations for a unification bout against WBA welterweight champion Imantas Stanionis in the spring 2025. IBF, by the way, has now officially confirmed that number 5 ranked Lewis Crocker versus number 6 ranked Paddy Donovan next Saturday on January 3rd will be the final eliminator to determine Ennis' next mandatory challenger. Amidst the talk of Benn vs Eubank Jr., British Boxing Board of Control has confirmed that ConnorBenn can now apply for a license to fight in the UK again. But ConnorBenn's advisor Keith Connolly revealed that it doesn't look like this fight can get made. So they are now eyeing a title fight against WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, and after that they will try to make Benn vs Gervonta Davis because there is more money. After that, Eubank Jr. and Benn both fire at each other on X, where we can assume it's Chris Eubank Jr. who is the main hurdle in making that fight happen. On the other hand, Barrios trainer Bob Santos has also confirmed the ongoing negotiations and revealed that Barrios is exploring a high-profile next fight, with the leading candidates being ConnorBenn and Manny Pacquiao, who has recently been inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. There were rumors of Canelo vs Crawford super fight as well, but Canelo Alvarez recently denied the claims that he is in negotiations to fight Crawford next. Canelo said he will begin planning for his next fight in January and that he is open for business talks.
I never say no to business. If it is a business for me, I'm open to talk.
Turki Al-Sheikh revealed that Crawford has a small injury, so he prefers to fight with Riyadh season in May or after May. Crawford himself says that he is not chasing Canelo but would love to fight him because he is the best fighter in this generation and that fight could be the biggest in boxing history. He also talked about Jarron Ennis and said that Ennis has just turned down a fight with Virgil Ortiz Jr. at 154 pounds because he said he is still at 147 pounds. So we will see when he's gonna move up after cleaning out his own division. Per Edgar Berlanga's manager Keith Connolly, the plan for Berlanga is a fight on March 8th in Puerto Rico, and then he and Eddie Hearn will target a major summer fight for Berlanga against either Jamie Munguia, Jermel Charlo or Caleb Plant. Former two-time title challenger Gabe Rosado, who is currently riding a 4-fight losing streak, believes a fight between him and Berlanga in Puerto Rico makes perfect sense, but the ball is in Matchroom's court to make the fight happen. Caleb Plant also wants the smoke and sent a message to Edgar Berlanga, and Trevor McCumbee too calls him out for a fight. Berlanga is yet to choose his next opponent, but it is reported that WBA's number 2 ranked Yanquiel Rivera versus number 3 ranked Angelino Cordova is set for the WBA Interim World Flyweight Championship under the card that will be headlined by Edgar Berlanga. One more fight that fell because of money is Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. Chocolatito is now reportedly in talks to return in March 2025 in Nicaragua against Fumilela Cafu, who is coming off winning the WBO Super Flyweight title by split decision. By the way, number 1 ranked Chocolatito is also officially ordered by the WBC to fight number 2 ranked Andrew Maloney as a final eliminator to determine the next mandatory challenger for Jesse Rodriguez's WBC Super Flyweight belt. So let's see which fight will get done. And that's all in this video, as now you are completely up to date with the fight world. Now I'll see you again tomorrow with new latest updates. So till then, do whatever you want.